Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of vibecoding session. In the last episode, we had Brandon and Matthias from the Chart House Lab joining all the way from Costa Rica. In this episode, we have another guest with us, Denny, who is also joining us from the jungle of Costa Rica. Hey Denny, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing great. Yeah, it's pretty early in the morning. We have the waterfall
Mm-hmm.
back there. Yeah, with a lot of energy. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. And just to give you about just about this, that Danny is also one of the builders from the Forge. So in this episode, we will be asking Danny some questions, experience with Forge, and the overall vibe. So yeah, firstly, hey Danny, so tell me how you are liking Forge. I think it's the final week. So I am guessing you will be super rushed deploying the mainnet because like I guess there will be VC pitches at the end of the week. So how is the overall atmosphere and how's the experience?
Yeah, it's been something different. It's been
Hmm.
something completely different from hackathons and previous hacker houses I've been before. Uh,
Hmm.
because since day two, you start getting like the vibes that everything is build mode. Uh, we have
Hmm.
Nick and all of the core team helping us, like Igor. Uh, yeah, they are helping us to lift up our projects and to have things working as soon as possible. And regarding your last question, um, how I feel about this, like being the last week, uh, we have a lot of pressure. For me, it's
Hmm.
been like more difficult to prepare like my pitch deck and going into the BC because we already have our product in mainnet, uh, and that's a really good thing. We have already done a proof of concept where we have like two people from the Forge uh, to do a calling challenge, and we were basically betting who will win. Sorry. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's been nice.
Yeah, that sounds really interesting. Like I know like a lot of you have ideas in your initial phases, like very in the beginning phase, and now it is all deployed on the mainnet. So tell me more about what you are building and how do you see that fits into the fuel ecosystem?
Amazing. Yeah, I'm building Cold Riots, which
Hmm.
essentially is an esports for colors.
Hmm.
Uh, so you have been in hackathons, right?
Yeah.
And and hackathons have become like a little bit boring
Hmm.
for developers because
Yeah.
hackathons now are most focused on show. Uh,
Hmm.
so what I'm building is a platform where we can extend all these events, basically have them in a live stream and allow people to bet on the possible winners. So this creates like
Oh,
this layer of a speculation driven by human sentiment.
so you mean it is some sort of prediction market, but for developers of a hackathon?
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. So let's say I am not participating in a hackathon, if I want to participate indirectly, I can bet on the outcome of the builders who are participating in hackathon. And even while I'm not participating, I can participate in a hackathon.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, like the idea is that you basically back these challengers, the people or
Mhm.
the teams you see that have like a good um, uh, like a good product. You can say like, hey, I
Mhm.
think this team will win, and
Yeah.
bet for them basically.
That's really interesting because I see like your point. Like currently, hackathons have become all about bounties or some are like just building the same product everywhere and kind of become the boring. Like you see, like there are teams that going to every conferences that are happening and building like similar products and winning bounties by making one or two small changes. So this
Man,
adds yeah, this
man.
adds really a product point of interest or like an element of interest and uh, brings what we can say uh, interesting point of view in that. So that's really interesting. And on top of it, I remember like when I participated in uh, Def Connect in 2023 at Istanbul, we did something interesting. I would not say similar, but something interesting where you do push-ups, and it involved human participation and sort of bidding on the outcome. So that was a really interesting feature in that, and I like that it has your product has similar uh, outcomes. So that is really interesting. And uh, help me over here. So, like when I say like I bet on, so who does the winning money gets? Is it the developer or someone the one who betted on it?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for sharing up the idea, because yeah, what you just said is the same thing I've seen in hackathons. They
Yeah,
give the prizes to the same people, because
yeah,
I've seen people that come from knowing nothing about the technology, and they
yeah,
end up like throwing code for 6 hours. But in the
yeah.
end, uh, the people who evaluate these projects, they don't care about this, and developers
Exactly.
feel alone. They feel like just like metrics. We're reduced to just metrics and numbers. So
Yeah,
these platforms aims to give exposure to all these people, and also to allow them, like answering your question, so a percentage of the total reward pool goes directly to the team. And uh, of course, we need we need these degens, we need these crypto vibes. So another
mm,
huge percentage goes directly into the people who bet for these challengers. And yeah, the idea is that this helps create a cycle where this where people that don't even know how to code will like to
yeah,
learn to code because of this prize. And
yes,
this is because of my background. I come from a poor family in El Salvador,
hmm,
and basically learning to code changed my mind, changed my
yeah,
life. Sorry,
yeah,
and I want this for everyone. So this is a way
yes.
to attract these degens, have like this cycle of onboarding new developers and keep them engaged and motivated.
Totally. And even with this, I think you can even support developers. Let's say let's say like some protocol is offering you $2,500 dollars bounty. But if you found that person product really interesting, you can put money on them and reward them in an indirect way for what they are doing. So like that's really a good thing. And also like just like when we were talking about like people building the same product multiple hackathons or basically farming bounties, we can even what we can do is like bet against them so that we can have an audience participation against the bat. So like even the judges can see, okay, like okay, people are betting against him, maybe something is wrong, or like why they are betting against him. It adds an audience participation, like kind of an audience poll into the entire game. So it brings the transparency in the existing system. So I think that solves a really big issue that we have currently.
Thank you, thank you. And
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, like we aim to be in the Web3 experience polymarket essentially.
Mhm. Yeah, totally. And we can have even like it at some good hackathons, we can have a like screens where we can do live stream of who is winning, or like what is the ratio of the winning participation. So like
Yeah,
that's really interesting.
we have a recording, but I don't know if it will be fine to share it. I need to ask the teams. But yeah,
Hmm.
we recorded um, our first like proof of concept, and it was really funny because we
Yeah.
took two non-developers to code, but they were allowed to
Wow.
use AI. And the challenge was to create a 3D cube, a 3D dice, and that it rotates and it shows the output number of the two
Hmm.
dices. Uh, so it was a 1 hour challenge. It was really funny, like looking to the screen of the non of these non developers, asking or prompting like, "Hey, this is not working. Hey, please solve this issue." It was
Yeah.
really fun. And yeah, the
Yeah.
idea the idea is that it's the full esports experience. Like we record the developer's screen, we record developers' faces, and we were also thinking with Nick to attach like a heart rate meter, so you can see like the heart rate of the developers.
Yeah, so I mean, like when I think of it this way, that really opens up the new paradigm of hackathons for totally non-developers. For let's say, like how CS:GO matches work. We have an entire room of the CS:GO players and the live stream in the like whole big screen. So we can have such hackathons for the non-developers, have them have their faces shown in the big screen, and just bet on them and like see the entire experience live. So that really brings an element of excitement as well as opens a whole new paradigm for hackathons for the non-coders.
Yeah, it's a lot what we can do. Basically, yeah. I have no doubt that it's really fun,
Yeah,
and it's everyone loves it. Everyone loves the product, so really, really
yeah,
happy about that, man.
totally. I mean, like once it is live, I would be totally down for organizing hackathon just for non-coders. That would be so
Let's
interesting.
let's do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do it. Yeah, we'll have it ready. Yeah, probably within these days, so we
yeah,
can do an event next week if you want.
yeah, totally. Like we can do a weekend hackathon.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So yeah, so coming to my next question. So I am assuming like since the past 1 month you are building heavily into the trenches with Sway. So how is your experience with Sway?
To be honest, the very first um, two workshops I had with Sway, it was something completely new to me, because
Hmm.
first it was a new language. I come from uh, using TypeScript and JavaScript, but understanding how the Rust-like syntax work was a little bit complex, at least for me. But the later, when you understand the language, it's easy. It turned out easier. And also, it's nice that we have like a whole environment where we can start building, deploying, and testing. So it's like it becomes a non-blocker to have like all this space for you to test out. And on the top of that, if we had like any issue or any problem, we had Igor here. We had also uh, 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 what is the name? Sorry, I don't remember the name. Uh,
Jibril.
Jabril. Oh my gosh! If you're watching this, Jabril, sorry man. It's just I yeah yeah. But we got Jabril too, and we just basically I will just bring my computer to them like solve this please. Yeah,
Yeah,
but they will solve it and explain me. But yeah, it's been um, I can code like smart contracts by my own now. Like the smart contract for this platform, for the Betty platform, is already live. Yeah.
yeah. So I think I totally relate to what you said. Like even I come from a JavaScript and TypeScript background. I used to be a web developer earlier, so I come from that background, and I totally see your point and what you meant. Here, I would like to ask a question: like, have you written smart contracts in Solidity before? Like, are you familiar with that front?
Yeah. So yeah, thank you for reminding me about that, because yeah, I've written smart contracts in Solidity, and I also use libraries that offer like a standard interfaces, like Open Zeppelin. So it was like easy for me to also understand the concept in Sway, because I was like trying to okay. The first thing that blew my mind was that we didn't need to deploy an ERC20 token to mint tokens, and that
Yeah,
we didn't need to do approvals for the tokens. It was just all
yeah,
integrated within within the chain and the transaction flow. It's just like if
yeah,
I put in the tokens as my inputs, you can you can do whatever you want with them without approving, because the user has already approved to send these assets. So it was
yeah.
really, really, really nice experience at that in that point.
Totally agree. Like, and so, in Solidity, like when you transfer ERC20 token, you have to each time you have to make a transaction. You have to do basically two transactions. First one for the approval, second one for the actual transfer. While in Sway, it eliminates the entire step. Instead, you just do one click. And also, because of the native asset architecture, you do not need to do that transfer from that you do in Solidity. You just transfer asset just like it is a native asset, just like you are transferring ETH on EVM chain. So that really simplifies the whole transaction flow as well as the process. And yeah, that is really interesting. And on top of that, you mentioned that you were new to Rust as well, right?
Sorry.
You mentioned that you does not come from a Rust background, right? So
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
yeah. I've
yes,
been working yeah, just with JavaScript and TypeScript. Yeah, it
yeah. So
was
like
a new language
with
to me.
totally Okay, so with totally new to Rust, how did you find getting grasp of Sway? Like, I think like Sway is Rust inspired. So if you come up from a Rust background, it is easy to grasp. But as someone who is not coming from the Rust background, how did you find grasping the new language, its syntax, or like the whole working of it?
Yeah, so first it was easy to start playing around with the language because for me, when I try to develop with something completely new, um, I first need to like dive in the thing, like see some code, see some examples. So um, in the documentation, if you follow it correctly, you will see like you can use fork.c or another libraries or tooling uh, that can basically help you bootstrap this fast. And
Yeah,
so I just create the first thing I did was just create a project with fork. Um, it was a counter, just a simple counter. But later, my way to learn is also to see what I can do, not in terms of the language, but in terms of the implementation of. Since this is a domain specific language to build smart contracts, then my reference will be how to build smart contracts. And what I did is I went to I went to the Fuel Labs repository to see the examples. Basically, I
yeah.
to be fair, I was not looking like that much time into the documentation. I went directly into the code examples you have in the GitHub repositories.
Yeah, actually, that's a really go-to way. I think for every developer who has been like self-taught, the documentation and on more of that, the GitHub examples. I mean, like GitHub is like the social media for devs.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. And yeah, sorry. Another good thing. Um, I think it's not out of the context of this talk because we you had like a previous session about vibecoding. But another thing I
yeah.
did is that I created a new workspace. I use Visual Studio, so I created a new workspace in Visual Studio. I basically poured in every documentation component you have
Mhm.
in the repositories. Every piece of code I found that is like sway by example or code from the from Poopfork. These
Mhm.
widely utilized implementations that other developers have created. I poured in all these examples into my workspace and was just prompting and asking Claude, basically, hey, I would like to do like this transfer. That is like, I would like to transfer these assets. Find me or point me where I can find this reference. So it was helping me a lot. It boosted up my development process by a ton of times.
Yeah, that's really interesting. And I am glad that our resources have been helpful to you in navigating your way through this way. So, yeah, I guess that's a really success point for us. And yeah, just a couple of last questions. So, uh, how uh, how do you find the atmosphere of the whole uh, Forge in the last weeks, and what you are looking forward to? Because I guess there are like hardly uh, uh, last hours have been left for the final round. So, how you are feeling? Are you excited or like what you are looking forward to?
To be to be Fair. I'm really, really happy. I cannot explain it in words. I'm really, really happy because I came here. Uh,
Mhm,
yeah, I was one of the few persons of the few teams that came without an idea. Uh,
mhm,
because we wanted to test out the tooling and see what we can build. Um, and I'm really happy that we iterated like over three different ideas until I found an idea that actually feels or that actually follows, sorry, my
mhm.
mission and my vision that is to allow people to change their lives through code. So I'm
I see.
like, thanks, like completely thankful and grateful for for this. And on the top of that, uh, I met here like people that is really really smart, not talking just about coding, but like when you talk to them, you 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 get like impregnated with this knowledge they have, and with this
Mhm.
way of they diving into this space. So it was a really nice experience only on the top of that. And I mean, like, I cannot be grateful enough to explain in the words that we have been treated here just like kids because yeah, let me explain this like
Yeah, yeah.
well, uh, because we have been allowed to play 24 hours 7 days. They will prepare food for us and give it to us. We don't need to worry about having our food ready, and it's healthy food. I've been in
Mhm.
hackathons and other events where they give you hot dogs, hamburgers. I mean, they're really
Yeah.
tasty, but are not good. Are not good.
Yeah.
So we have been eating really really well, connected to nature. Yeah, I cannot express in words how happy I am with this experience, and also that in this final round, I got I've gotten really really good feedback. People love the product, and I will continue it. Whatever happens, if I get funding, I will continue it. I will reach out to protocols, ask for grants, or I will even do it myself because I see this huge potential this product has. So, yeah, pretty happy.
I'm so happy that you have such a good experience. It feels really good, and I can sense the satisfaction in your voice, in your tone. So it is really good to see. And yeah, like you have built such an amazing product. I am so excited to try it, and I totally agree. Like even like no one uses it, I would be so happy to have organized an hackathon for non-coders. Like that would be super interesting for me to do. And I would like to point one thing over here. You mentioned that,
Sorry, I think.
uh, oh, I'm audible?
Yeah, wait a moment. Yeah, I think I lost you. Or yeah, my internet connection. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wait, wait. I will change to another network.
Yeah, I think you are pretty good.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
I can hear
amazing.
you.
Sorry. Yeah, since we're in the middle of the jungle, so sometimes Starlink gets blocked, and we need to wait for a moment to revive. Sorry for
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no worries. No worries. So, like, yeah, I was just saying that it feels so happy that you have such a great experience and like even your product, I am sure like it has a great market value and it has a like a great market fit. And even like I am so excited like uh, from now on to organize an hackathon for non-coders and I mean like the city where I live is full of non-coders. Like there are hardly software engineers over here, so there is entire market for that. And I would like to point one thing, like you mentioned that you had like two or three ideas when you got started. So do you mean like the team over there helped you polish your ideas, your thoughts, and help you reach your final product or like finalize on the idea that you want to build?
Yes, 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 yes. So I came here with my initial idea was to build mini apps and create a marketplace of mini apps.
Mhm.
I even did like we had a prototype. We had a product session with Nick, and he like helped me to understand that we can have like some product, like some ideal product and theme and logo and even a landing page really fast. So I created this product called Veloz, which means fast, because it was like it is Veloz one because it's like the whole marketplace to find mini apps and earn rewards. But as we kept iterating with the team, uh, they were asking me questions and questions, and in the end, they were like, "Is this what you really want to build?" And I was like, no, in reality, I want to build educational products. I want to allow people to learn to code and so they can change their lives. And they started helping me, like thinking about angles on how to basically make that possible. So yeah, answering your questions, your question, sorry. Yeah, we have the core team helping us to iterate over the ideas and find weak points so we can work around a bit on that.
I see. That's really interesting. So like it is like having your baby, you take your baby into a school and they help you educate your baby and get it ready for the market and the world. Yeah. So
Yeah,
like
yeah, you couldn't explain it better. Yeah, it was like that. But yeah, imagine that since day two you have this pressure. It's like the build mentality. You will see everyone in the room using AI to create their logo, using trying to use Figma to create their logos, their branding. So yeah, I mean like you also have to do it because you feel the vibes.
so you mean that along with building the like platform, you even worked on the branding, the market strategy?
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, it
Oh,
was the whole building process. Of the go-to-market strategy docs, the branding, colors, landing page, um, everything. We the people who already had like the products almost like they iterated the products before. Even them are starting to see that there is some room of improvement for their products, so they started iterating over the products too.
that's fascinating. I mean, like, this is like a wholesome environment for getting your product nurtured. I mean, like, you know how boarding school treats your kid, like, starting from the beginning of the day to the end, and they give you, like, they shape you in the best possible way uh, from all sides, from all the sides. So, yeah, that's really cool to see. And I guess that brings us to the end of our session. Do you have any last words to say, like before signing off? Uh, Anything you would like to mention?
Um, I think I've said thank you like a lot, but it's because I cannot express like how grateful I feel. Uh, but I would like to just mention that if you have like any idea in mind, and if you want to make something that will change lives, just build it. We have the best ecosystem to do that, and also to iterate fast. Like fuel, the chain itself is one of the fastest over there. So it's a good place to build. Uh, Ask and don't be afraid to build. Don't be afraid to ship. Don't be afraid to fail also because you will fail. We'll fail in here
Yeah.
like too much time. So that's the learning process.
Totally. I mean, that's something that I have learned myself as well, that don't be afraid to fail. The more number of time you will fail, the more number of time you will achieve success later. So never be afraid to be failed. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that's some really wonderful words. And that brings us to the end of a session. It was really nice to have you, Danny, joining all the way from Costa Rica. Uh, I think I will. Uh, I try to have someone else as well for our next section. So yeah, thanks for joining, and I will see everyone in the next one. Bye bye.
Bye.